Morning, my dear friends. Reading your questions. There are some questions. I will try to answer them. Today's class is about strength. That's why you see this nice kettlebell. No, we're not gonna work with extra weight. I just want to explain my concept of strength. You may know, because we are here around 35 plus, 40 plus, and we've been bombarded by the idea you need heavy lifting for your anti-aging processes, for your bone density, for your strength. Extra weights. But if you ask someone what it is extra weight, how much I shall put on my body, like this load. I am, for example, 120 pounds. Shall I bear 120 pounds or 200 pounds or 300 pounds or 50 pounds is more than enough for me? There is no right answer. There is a general recommendation that you need to be able to carry 75% of your weight. So you have your own body, put 75%, like grab it in dividing for two hands and try to feel this extra weight and try to keep it during a minute. Then you can work on farmer's walk. You know this great exercise, farmer's walk, when you're walking and taking this weight with you, 75% of your healthy weight. That's nice. But if I ask you, just answer to yourself, what helps you just to take this extra weight? For example, is 40 lb, is around 20 kilos. What helps me now to be able to carry this weight? What will be your answer? I will give you a few seconds. The answer is your deep frontal line. It's not your shoulder, it's not your arm, it's not your spine or core, it's all together. Like the whole system helps me to deal with this weight. That's why, first of all, today we're gonna work on your ability to feel how you can make movements with the whole body and to feel this support from your body. We're gonna start with great move, breathing technique. You have these pillars inside your body, like the one in the middle, your midline, your deep frontal line, and the lateral lines. Just imagine that these are your pillars, and you may feel your deep frontal line going from your head in the center, along your spine, then going inner thighs, inner shins, and this foot arch. Then your lateral pillars, your leg, your lateral lines of your torso, and your arm. And the same is here. So you have these three pillars. You're putting your hands up, you're putting your shoulder blades down, and you try now to breathe. Just imagine that you are a three-pillar construction. And what you're going to do while you're inhaling, you will try to expand yourself. Expand your torso, meaning expand your chest, T-spine, expand all the area within your pelvis, side, one side, the opposite side, down and up. You're like balloon between these two pillars. Try to feel that you're pushing yourself here, inside, down, out, 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 from the inside out, through your nose. You are becoming like big balloon between one leg, second leg, one arm, second arm, and these pillars. And now, while you're exhaling, you're trying to squeeze yourself to the center, to your belly button. I will show you, you may look how I'm trying to expand myself and squeeze to the center. Your knees are a little bit bended. You will feel like while you are inhaling, you're pushing your shoulder blades out. You're pushing your ilium bones out. First step, if you cannot now, feel it physically, imagine it. And imagine like you're squeezing all the air. Your rib cage is going a little bit down. You don't have air inside your rib cage. You even don't have air inside your pelvis floor in this pelvis area. You're tightening up. You're pulling it up to your belly button and you're pulling it down, and the two forces are just meeting around belly button. Like two air flows, not two, four, down from your pelvis, from your rib cage, and laterally. You may help even with while you're exhaling, help with your legs going inwards, like you're standing on your foot, but you're pushing your foot towards each other, and you feel this nice tension in while you're exhaling. And you're expanding out, push your feet out, like you're trying to make this move standing in one position, in and out, in, out. Great breathing technique for activation of your deep frontal line. We need it today because we're going to work on the strength of our leg muscles, of our glutes, of our abdominal muscles, and our back. Great. Now I think you're ready. We're going to start with this nice move, wide stance. One knee extended, one knee bended. You put your one hand on the ilium of the extended leg and the other one just your head and bended elbow. Feel it. And move your pelvis just to put the weight on the bended knee, on the bended leg. And you will try to rotate, then to tilt, and then to go down and flex your spine, and you may tuck in your tailbone, make this posterior tilt of your pelvis, and then come back. So first move, rotation to the bended leg with your elbow straight. Then bending, then crunch, then come back and come back. In order to feel your glute, you should move your pelvis, put the pressure on this bended leg, and keep the opposite one extended. They are in parallel. You should feel the tip of your toes, each of your toe, and start with this position. Then rotate your torso, then bend, then make a crunch, and tuck in your tailbone, your rounded spine. Now you're extending and coming back. I will show you from different angles. So you put your weight, you shift your pelvis, rotation, tilt. Here you will feel everything, your lateral lines, your torso, then a kind of crunch, push, tuck in your tailbone, then extend and come back. What should you feel? Here muscles on the back, lateral, your core, your abdominal muscles, and your hip. Let's repeat. Pam. That's not an easy motion. It is consisted of 3 motions, but it's so good. It's the work on your core and your legs and your glutes. One more. Every time we are bending, we are flexing, make it exhaling while you're exhaling. Every time we're lengthening, try to inhale. Your inhale will help you to lengthen more. And while you're exhaling, you're just create this emptiness in your rib cage and emptiness in the area of pelvis floor. Try this just breathing technique when you're doing motions. So the opposite side, you bend the knee, you push your pelvis a little bit down. So shift, left shift in my case, and down. And this position. And now you're rotating, tilting, and rounding your spine like you're making a crunch. Then you're extending yourself and feel great flexion between your hip and your elbow, and you're coming back. Then again, put your weight, rotate, tilt, and round your spine, flex it, and then extend, and come back. One more time. You also need to feel nice tension along the extended leg. Tilt, exhale, come back and up. One more, last time. You rotate, you're tilting, and you're squeezing, and come back. Great motion, you will feel it. And please bear attention to the range of motion. It shall be your current range of motion with each rep going deeper, deeper, and deeper. We're gonna stay here, we're gonna work 3 planes, frontal, sagittal, and transverse. Every time when you're hip hinging, you're working in sagittal plane. Every time you're moving your pelvis, this is the frontal plane. And every time you're making the rotation, this is the transverse plane. So we're working on 3 planes in a very unusual way, not just making squats or deadlifts. So now I'm going to ask you to keep staying in this wide stance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to reach with my hands, pushing my pelvis and bending one knee and extending the opposite one. Like you're going along the line of your leg and you're trying to reach the floor on the outer side of your foot. And what I ask you to do, imagine that there is the wall in front and behind. You're not doing this. You're not doing this, so you're not leaning forward or backward. You're staying in. So you're moving along your midline, and everything happens like when you're pushing your pelvis, you need to create this straight line with your torso, trying to go down along your leg. And remember, your knee goes in the same direction as your second and third toe. It is so important, not here, not here. If you do this, you're losing this nice tension and support of your inner thigh and your inner shin. That's why we need to keep this neutral position, neutral stance of your knee. Make it. You may even just feel and touch your leg on the outer side and feel it. What I ask you to do not do this. You need to be the whole line here line and the torso line, and you need to feel your hip. So no, it's not your lateral tilts of your torso. It's the whole movement, engaging a bunch of muscle groups. Yeah. If you keep it straight, you will feel it. And we're strengthening in the way that I work on my own strength, and then I can really grab, I can bear my own weight easily, but not because I'm working with these kettlebells, because I'm working on my inner strength. Great. So we've been working 360 degrees on our leg muscles. Now I'm going to ask you to prepare yourself for squat position, deep squat position. We really need it, but we need it in a very functional way. So knees, knee position, wide knee position. Your feet is just in the center. You make this triangle and move your pelvis. Move your hips, move your glutes, just put them on your heels several times. And this triangle, knee, knee, your feet coming together. Move, move. Try to lean forward as much as you can and backwards. So lean forward just to feel your knees, and in the position that you may not like this position, but you should work on it in order to make the next motion. Great. Then let's change. Let's put knees close to each other. You should not put knee to knee, but to the center, and try to make the same motion. It will be more difficult, but you should try as much as you can, as low as you can, as deep as you can. I don't like it. It feels quite difficult, but it is beneficial, just believe me. And then parallel position. Parallel position is the easiest one. Great. Now, sit on your sitting bones. Put your legs in front of your torso. Both of my feet are on the floor. And what I'm trying to do, my back is rounded. You should not extend it. And I'm trying to put my elbows on the floor between my legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be easy. It will be difficult if you move close. If you put your feet close to your hips, to your pelvis, it will be difficult, and then you will just make it easier and easier. Start with the just neutral, not too much difficult, not too much easy, just in the center, and be gentle. My tempo may be too fast for you. Put your head down and just try to reach the floor with your elbows. It works on your spine greatly, on your ability to go deep into squat position. Great. Now, put one, so you have 2 straight legs, put one bent. We made this motion, as you remember yesterday, we were putting our shin inside, outside, so our shin inside, and grab your knee, grab your shin in any place, and try to lift your straight leg up. It's difficult, but your quads are working like a hell, so you should try. I will show you. You're sitting on your sitting bones and you try to lift your leg. Don't round your spine. Try to sit on your sitting bones to feel this alignment through your head several times. Then switch the side, the same. And you will feel your weak and strong side. Like the left side is weaker for me and it was difficult. With the right side there is no problem. I can just lift it and keep it for several seconds. Your range of motion may be this. This is absolutely normal. It's amazing, but with this motion you're working on your quads and working on your deep core muscles, even without making any squats. This is your strength. So I'm just wondering how you can do barbell squats without being able to do this and this and this and this with time. So I prefer to work on the mat, to work in any surrounding with the weight of my body, and then check myself. And I have checked it, and I can grab the weight of my body, and this is what important. Great. So we are absolutely prepared for this squat, different kinds of squats. So let's begin with the unusual one. So you put one foot in parallel position to your surface. The opposite is just like 1.5 foot from the front leg, and I will put my leg just in external rotation. So one knee is looking forward, the other knee is looking just laterally. What I'm going to do, and I put on the tip of my toes, and here I feel the padded areas. I feel myself, just feel the center. Use your arms and you will go down. Let your knees bend. You shall control second and third toe. And your arms are just helping you to keep the center of your chest, do not fall, and to keep the midline in the neutral position. And you're just thinking not about glutes, not about thighs, you're just thinking about putting your pelvis down and up. You have this space between two of your pillars. Everything you need to think about is putting down and up. And the weight is distributed equally between these points, your full foot and the one standing on the tip of your toes, and you're just in the center. Let's make 5 more times here. You will feel it. You're working on gluteus maximus, minimus, and medius. You're working on your thighs from each side, 360 degrees. I think I should call my program 360 degrees. Nice. And I need you to just feel this pressure while you're going up and down. Now we switch the side. Right leg is in parallel position to the floor. The opposite one, 1.5 feet. And on the tip of my toes, I feel the center. I feel the distribution of the weight. I use my arms to go down and up, and I am in control. Why I'm using my arms? Just to be in control if something happens with my knees. So in previous rep we were moving and keeping our hands in the center. Now you can make it like going along the inner sides of your thighs just to control your knees, and you're looking forward. You're not doing this, and you're not overextending your neck. You're just looking forward, and I am just controlling the position of my knees, second and third toe. It is so crucial. It is very important. If you're not doing this, you're hurting yourself. Great. And you feel this nice flexion, so flexibility. Is it about stretching? No. It's about working in the right way on your body. And you can combine great motion. So, is it a squat? Yes, but in a very functional and healthy way, because now we're going to try to make traditional squat. And I should admit, it is difficult, but we have been doing so many movements that we are fully prepared, and you should not be afraid of squat position. I know you may be afraid because you have knee problems, because you have problems with your lumbar spine, like different syndromes that do not allow you to make this motion, but we should just try. So, our foot in parallel position. Expand your toes. You should feel it. Your foot shall be strong and muscled, even more than your glutes. You should feel each of your toes standing on the surface you're standing on. It doesn't matter, grass or sand or yoga mat. And you will now bend your knees, and you will feel your pelvis. Just what is happening when you're going down. We're not squatting, we're changing the levels. Changing the levels is the main problem for people who are 60, 70 plus. When we are aging, changing the levels is the main challenge, and we should take it. We should build up our resilience to any. So what I am doing, I am going along my thighs, and what I'm thinking about going down, I'm letting my pelvis go down. So there is a goal for my pelvis. You should change the level, and I'm helping with my hands. Your range of motion may be this, then okay. But what I should ask you to do, just put one hand on your lumbar spine and check. While you're going down, the position of the lumbar spine should not change. So you should not extend it, you should not flex it. How you start it, you keep it. Keep. So you may go deeper, but you should keep the position. And my hand, my arm now helping me. So it helps me. This is the triangle that helps me. And I'm going down, down, down. What I even feel the lengthening of the tissues of my foot. What that is happening. Like my toes trying to go forward, and my heel is trying to go backward. That's what gives me an opportunity to go deeper. It may hurt because you're not now prepared. That's why your range of motion is here. 1, 2, 3. But do not fall with the center of your chest. Do not fall down. Keep it. For ladies, it is easier. You have your boobs. Do not let them fall down. Keep them in parallel position. And you're making 1, 2, 3. For gentlemen, just keep the attention to the center of your chest. Do not let it fall down. And at the same time, do not overextend your neck. You keep the length of your neck. You're looking forward and making this. And with time, you will be able to go deeper, and deeper, and to stand up. To go deeper, and deeper, and to stand up. The same with the position of your foot a little bit outwards. And your knee still need to go outwards in the direction of the second and third toe, and you're still helping with your arms. Go down. Your range of motion may be this. Brilliant. For me, it's important that you feel nice tension from the arch of your foot, inner, and outwards, everywhere. and you can go deeper, and you can stand up, and you can go deeper, and you can stand up. Help yourself with your own body. You are your own fitness equipment. Now I'm helping myself with my arms, because my arm line is the continuation of my torso, and it helps me to keep my torso in neutral position. Enough with neutral positions. I like them, but when you're doing everyday movements, you never doing them with this neutrality. That's why let's take this position, your knees bended, and you have this like you're hanging on your shoulders, straight arms, and you're hanging, and you feel like you're pushing yourself up, and you feel this lengthening. And now try to move your pelvis in and out. Gentlemen, if you think that this is feminine movement, you're absolutely wrong. If you cannot move your pelvis, you cannot age gracefully and healthy. I see many men in their 70s having great muscle mass, but moving like this. There is no life in your body if you cannot move your pelvis. So, posterior anterior tilts, in and out, it helps your lumbar spine. If you have any problem with your lumbar spine, you should do this move every day, every morning and every evening. And now, what I'm going to ask you to do, more wider stance, make this circle. So, you make this circle with your torso, bending and extending. Just imagine that you are moving your torso within a cylinder, and you distribute your weight. Left leg, flex, right leg, extend, extend, flex, and do this in this closed kinematic chain. Try to make it as smooth as possible. We need to do it after we have been doing this general stuff in neutral positions, because neutral positions are good, but after neutral position you should give more fluidity to your spine, to your pelvis. This is very, very important. Now, our upper body, the strength of our upper body. For me, the strength of our upper body, you may have rest, you may take a sip of water, is about pushing and pulling. So, what are we gonna do? Quadricep position. Your knees under your hip joints, your hands under your shoulder joints. So, put it inside, like this. So your fingers, and try to feel your lower belly. It gives you the opportunity to stand in this position. Just extend, bend, extend, bend, and find the neutral one. And in order, even in this position, for me to keep my lumbar spine in neutrality, I need to engage my lower belly. Try to breathe. And while you're exhaling, feel like you're pushing your air from the pelvis to your belly button. So, like your belly button is trying to touch your lumbar spine. This is the position. You may a little bit Put your pelvis in. Make the posterior tilt. Tuck in, but a little bit, not too much. Just to prepare your lower belly for this work. So internally rotated arms, and I'm gonna try to reach the floor with my elbows. Of course, I'm not able to touch, but this is the direction. Extend. So your elbows, just bend your elbows, and you will be leaning down, but because your elbows are going down, do not think about any muscle group. Your goal is just bend elbows and put them on the floor. The direction is this. You should not put them on the floor. You will feel your muscles, upper body. Be careful. I will show you. This is great motion. With time, you're gonna be able to do this. But for now, it's more than enough if you're doing just this. Just feel the lengthening and tension and come back. Great motion for our upper body, if you control everything what is happening. Now, parallel position, neutral position of our arms, the same position of our pelvis and legs, and elbows down, parallel, elbows down. Each of your fingers shall be active. Elbows down, elbows down. Feel this nice lengthening and come back. Feel it. Feel it. The advanced version, you're standing and you're going with your elbows down. Downward dog, elbows down. This is the advanced version. We start from here. It's more than enough to feel this nice lengthening, tension, and strength. It's all about strength. Great motion. So 360 degrees of your upper body. This motion is impossible if you do not engage your core muscles. We have been working on it. Now let's make our last motion just to relax. So shin box position. Put your palms on the mat and just move your shoulders, like one shoulder is going down, then switch. Like you're trying to reach the floor with one of your shoulder and the opposite one. Your arms are in front of the shin, and then you may change the position and do the same motion. Or put in diagonal and do the same motion. Be gentle and put in front of you and do the same motion, and then change your legs. So put it the first position, put it here. Lengthen, feel the flexibility, and keep your arms straight. Nice. And more in diagonal. Here it will be more difficult, but the motion is the same. You're trying to go down with your shoulder joint, with your shoulder. Nice. So this is what I am talking and thinking when I'm presenting you my strength theory. Of course, with time, you need to be able to try to grab 75% of your weight, and you need to feel that you're dealing with it with your deep core muscles, with the help of your glute muscles, with the help of your thigh muscles, but not only with the part of the body that is taking this particular dumbbell or kettlebell. When I hear that I have weak arms, that's why I cannot make push-ups. No, you have weak body. Your arms is just the small part of the whole body. Your arms cannot bear weight without the support of big parts of your body. I have weak arms, I have weak wrists, I have weak knees. No, you have weak body. Face it and work on your body as a whole system. There is no movement that will help to fix your knee problem. It's like muscle imbalance, weakness, lack of mobility, lack of stability, lack of flexibility. There is no one move that will help to deal with all these problems. Only functional movement on everyday basis will help you. Thank you for coming for today's class. We have 3 more. So let's keep this desire to move every day and to learn something new about your body. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys.